Hello, my name is Joanne Tanner and I am coming to you from the Alliance. Thank you for stopping by. So, the school year is winding down and summer holidays are just around the corner. The number of COVID-19 cases are fewer, at least here, and some of the restrictions have been lifted, but even so, we need to proceed with caution. We have to use common sense, still avoid large crowds, keep washing your hands, respect social distances when out in public. This will be a very different kind of summer, but it doesn't mean we can't enjoy it. When we were kids, summertime was our great escape. Our only goal was to have more fun than we had the day before, whether it was playing hide and seek or a game of catch, riding our bike, playing in the lawn sprinklers, or snuggling down with a good book. Our only goal was to have more fun than yesterday. But now we're adults. And while that does have its benefits, we can stay up late with our friends, we can rent a camper, go swimming in the ocean, do day trips, and have a picnic. When was the last time you actually did any of that? When was the last time you spent a whole afternoon on an inflatable raft, sipping iced tea and reading a great mystery novel, or dunking your kids, or listening to nature? If your answer is, well, I took a day off last week because I had some running around to do, that doesn't count. Crossing things off your to-do list may be satisfying, but it rarely brings a feeling of joy. And after what we've been through over the last few months, that feeling of joy is something we're aiming for this summer. If you're someone who needs a more pragmatic motivation, know that the fields of neurology and psychonumerology are increasingly demonstrating how pleasure affects the health and the longevity of the human body. There, now you don't have to feel guilty. It turns out that a certain amount of unbridled enjoyment is good for you. The first step to having more fun with summer activities is carving out time for it. Make weekends sacred by setting firm boundaries. Turn off work email on Friday and leave it off until Monday morning. Dedicate a couple of hours on the weekend to ditching your cell phone and taking some time for yourself. The housework and our obligations and responsibilities will always be there, but our health may not. So take some time to enjoy it now. Has it been so long since you've planned for summer fun that you're not even sure what that looks like anymore? Maybe I can help. I did this very scientific study and have some suggestions that you can use as a jumping off point for your own ideas. Be a tourist in your own city. When you live somewhere long enough, it stops being an interesting destination and becomes a place where you work and you buy groceries. This summer, treat your hometown like a new-to-you destination. Try your city's local landmarks, architecture, walking paths, fountains. Wander through the farmers' markets, have coffee or ice cream on a patio. Explore the local museums. We're surrounded by art museums and museums for history and science and children, transportation, or go to the Mint. Take the kids to a water park, get on a bike and go exploring. Look up some fountains or boardwalks or well-preserved American architecture. Take a day for a few consecutive weekends to tour your area's notable attractions. Go to the beach with the family for the day. Take the family out to a new restaurant. Look through the travel magazines, and try to find some quirky landmarks like the world's biggest ball of twine. Look for some sculptures or gardens. The sky's the limit. Look for fairs or garage sales, concerts, movies in the park, ethnic food fairs, nature hikes. There's so much to do if we just use a bit of imagination. Channel your inner child. Grab a glove and go toss a ball with your partner, but make a promise to refuse to talk about anything that has to do with responsibility. Just talk about things that you might have talked about on your first date. Hit the nearest water park. Go to the zoo. Next time you cut your grass, make it fun. You can mow your name into the grass or make a maze and chase your kids through it. Invite your friends over for dinner and pull out the board games, but not the grown-up board games. The fun ones that we used to play, like Monopoly and Sorry and Game of Life. Plan a day of outdoor activities with your friends and then finish it off with roasting marshmallows over a fire. One night after work, have a family picnic in your backyard, followed by a game of frisbee. You'll feel like you've been on a mini vacation on a work night. Rent a movie projector, tack a sheet on the garage, and have an open-air movie screening, selecting a children's movie and inviting the neighborhood kids for a showing, or get a summer action movie and invite a group of your adult friends. Start a garden, or expand an existing garden. If you're a gardening novice, just stick in one tomato plant or a row of them and see what happens. If it fails, you'll have learned a few things and you can try again next summer. If you've already have a garden, expand it or try planting something totally new. If you have a deck and a lawn chair or a shared courtyard or even a small piece of earth, use it to spend 5 minutes outside before going to work. Bring a cup of coffee and the paper, or just sit and enjoy the silence of the morning. A few minutes outside before you start your day can make a world of difference in your mood. On weekend mornings, when you have more time, sit in your yard for an hour. Take a book and soak up the sun, or just relax with your eyes closed and enjoy the sounds. At night, spend a few minutes in the front yard enjoying the sunset and waving to your neighbors. Go to a beach and get out on the water and make a day of it. Spend your time lounging on the water or near the water and listening to the waves. Spend some time just floating and looking up at the sky. Go tubing on the river or water skiing. When you're done, spend some time just quietly skipping stones along the shore. The human brain is hardwired for learning, so even if you've always hated school, you may be surprised to discover how much you love learning when the subject is something that you're truly interested in. Maybe you would like to learn another language or learn about the constellations, take photography, maybe belly dancing, join a book club, teach yourself to write, learn a musical instrument. How about cake decorating or Italian cooking? Whatever it is that interests you, maybe now is the time to do that. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with dedicating some of your time to doing absolutely nothing. Carving out some quality time to do nothing, or perhaps doing it in a hammock by yourself or in a hammock with a loved one, is a good way to spend some time. Whatever you do this summer, make it count. Make sure you enjoy it. Make new memories. Also, make sure you stay safe. Have a great summer and stay blessed. Amen.